So y'all know I started working out right at the gym with my personal trainer and everything. I take this sea moss in the morning with my tea and it makes me feel so good. You feel the results instantly. Drop down in the description box and get you a small packet of this sea moss, girl. You ain't got nothing to lose except for all that stomach. Nessa girl, all the craze this weekend and the week leading up to this past weekend has been the Wendy Williams biopic and her documentary. Everybody seemed to be here for Wendy Williams except Method Man wife. Yes, God, honey, Miss Tamika say she do not appreciate Miss Wendy running her mouth about what allegedly happened between her and her husband, and she got some choice words for that ass. Y'all want to talk about it? Here you go. Nessa girl, I woke up this morning still on a high from watching the Wendy Williams biopic. I still need to catch the documentary. I have not. I put my DVR to record it, so when it come back around, hopefully my DVR will record it. But leading up to this movie, Wendy Williams did an interview where she revealed that she allegedly had a one-night stand with Method Man after they was kicking it in the club with Wu-Tang. A fight broke out. Wendy allegedly took Method Man back to her New Jersey apartment where she gave him a bath, they smoked the blunt, and they had a one-night stand. No harm, no foul, right? Now, before we get this story started, for me, the harm or the foul is going to depend on one of two things. If he was married to the wife during the time that they had this alleged one-night stand, or if this one-night stand happened before the wife. If it happened during Method Man being married to the wife, I am all for her being upset. If it did not happen while they were married, Tamika still has the right to feel away, but she really need to go sit her ass down because everybody has a sexual history prior to the person that they with, unless they was real virginal wearing white like Lisa Ray and carrying on. And I doubt they make women's like that anymore. These days and time, y'all always fucking by the time you're 10, but that's a whole nother video. At any rate, Method Man's wife, Miss Tamika Smith, took to social media and had this to say. For years, I kept my silence while Wendy Williams launched constant verbal attacks against my husband, myself, and our family. In the past, I ignored her lies, innuendos, blatant attempt to provoke us. But Wendy has proven again that she is incapable of any decency. Her obsession with our lives have reached a new low, and I'm tired of taking the high road. In an obvious attempt to increase ratings for her biopic, her struggling TV show, and her burnt-out career, Wendy has once again targeted my husband. It's a pattern that she's repeated over the years. When I was diagnosed with cancer years ago, Wendy shared my personal medical information for her listeners live on the air during her radio broadcast. She didn't care that she was violating my right to privacy or that I hadn't shared the news of my diagnosis with my family and friends yet. She never apologized, never expressed any regret whatsoever. Despite my anger, I chose not to respond publicly to her unhealthy fixation with my husband and our marriage. It was clear she was sick and she was struggling with a lot of issues, including self-hate and low self-esteem. Over the years, those issues have made her increasingly ugly both inside and out, and no amount of plastic surgery can fix the ugliness inside of her. Instead of using her platform to uplift women, she has spent her career attacking marriages while her own fell apart. She criticized celebrities battling addictions despite her own struggles with substance abuse. There's no limit to how low she will go in the name of making headlines. Her career is on life support. Her husband abandoned her. The ratings for all of her projects are down. She's desperate for attention and she's trying to use my husband's popularity as a way to get her name trending. How sad that a woman who was once revered in the entertainment industry has reduced herself to a tabloid side note and freakish circus freak. For the record, my marriage is solid. My husband continues to enjoy a successful career, and Wendy will forever be one of the most miserable bitches on the planet. Now, Tamika, you went in like a woman scorned. Unfortunately, a bunch of what you said is just untrue. Let's be real here. Wendy Williams does not have to use Method Man for any popularity. I still think Wendy is very popular. Wendy still holds strong. And with there being no one in the line of succession of daytime talk, she still is the queen of daytime talk with no up-and-comers anywhere to be found. There is nobody in succession to be the next Wendy Williams as of right now. They've tried with Kelly Clarkson. Hell, they even brought Montel Williams' ass back. Queen Latifah tried to have a show. Everybody done tried to have a daytime show. They even played with the idea of giving Nene Leakes one, and there's no one in the line of succession. Now, the question that I have is, where did Wendy Williams get your cancer information from? You know what I'm saying? The streets is buzzing and saying Method Man must have been whispering in her ear, because how else would have got information that was so close to the chest? I will say this, right? I can speak from a blogger, celebrity bloggers perspective, and unfortunately, you know, many times we in this field get rewarded for negative behavior. You know what I'm saying? We are in the headline and the clicks business. So the more salacious the gossip and the drama, the more headlines you get, the more money that you end up making. And unfortunately, in this line of work, you do end up selling a portion of your soul for fame and for a dollar. It's the reality of this business. People like myself and others are incentivized to have the spiciest story, because the spiciest story pays. Now, I would say this, just from a mature woman to woman, adult to adult, grown ass person perspective, I do think it is a bit tacky to be running around broadcasting that you slept with somebody and they're in a current marriage. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering the fact that it's useless information. I really don't think Wendy revealing this information tilted her boat left or right. I don't think any more people tuned into the biopic because she revealed this information, especially considering the fact that it was so damn long ago. I really don't think this thing helped that biopic's ratings one way or another. So Wendy really should have and could have kept it to herself. You know, the wife does have a point in regards to Wendy coming at people for their marriages and for substance abuse when hers was on the rocks, and she struggled with those very same issues at the same time. You know, it makes one wonder, did Wendy take pride in going after other people's marriages and spilling their tea because hers was on the rocks, or her marriage being on the rocks had nothing to do with it and she was just doing what she's done for years, which was spill the tea? Which came first, the chicken and the egg? And it is hard, because when you struggle with something, you know, people do want to read you and say you have no grounds to try to read somebody on subject matter XYZ, considering the fact that you experienced the same damn thing. But on the flip side of things, you've got a loyalty to the job that you do, and you can't cherry pick which gossip you want to spread because your ass happened to have gone through the same damn thing that you were reporting on. Now, I think it's ironic, and I think Tamika and a lot of other people may have found some vindication in the fact that Wendy has come after their relationships and hers fell apart. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just human nature when a bitch come at you for one thing and then they end up suffering the very thing that they attacked you on. You do feel special, you do laugh, you do get a little grin, you do get a little gotcha bitch, karma came and got that ass. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why Tamika went after Wendy's marriage and made it a point to say, my marriage is very solid, unlike yours, you miserable bitch. Now, granted, I haven't seen the the documentary. I saw the biopic, but from what I hear in the comments, a lot of y'all have deduced that Wendy is still very much in love with Kevin Hunter. Even the biopic showed that she was up under his spell, and it wouldn't be hard for me to believe that she still want him back. I mean, after you give somebody that many years of your life, you know what I'm saying, that is all you know. You know, I wonder how Method Man feel about his wife stepping out and saying something, because you notice Wendy ain't said, Method Man ain't said shit. He ain't deny it. And I'm to believe if he ain't come out and deny it, that it must be true. But again, the question for me is, did it happen during the marriage or was this before her? Because if this happened before Method Man's wife, there really is no story here. But if the implication is he cheated on his wife during that one night stand with Wendy, then Houston, we got a damn problem. I'm sure some of y'all gonna drop down in the comments and help me out with what it is that was going on. But you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, looking at Method Man's wife now and looking at Wendy Williams in her current state, I would feel a type of way if that's what my dude was over there fucking with. Now, Wendy was cute back in the day. She was cute and she had it going on. I don't know what in the honeycomb, me want honeycomb that she morphed into presently. But back then, she was a little cute or whatever. And that coat, that puss probably put it on back then. Well, no, I didn't put it on him because he didn't come bike. Probably because she didn't have no booty, it was all bike. Nevertheless, honey, Miss Tamika, let it go. Because at the very end of the day, Wendy got the microphone. And the number one rule in the comedy club is never argue with the person with the microphone. You can't win. You not gonna win, especially if Wendy decide to clap back. Her platform is bigger than yours. So, you know, hold your peace and rest in peace, knowing that you got a man that you think is gonna love forever and forever. Y'all be together, and she riding that single on her lymphoma machine, worrying about Kevin, Sharina Hudson, and that new baby. You won, baby. You got your man, and the universe handle her. Let her be. Keep doing what you're doing, and everything will be all right in the words of Al Green. Y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Be sure to like and subscribe, and jump down in them comments and let me know what y'all take is on Method Man wife attempting to read Wendy Williams and Method Man's silence on this issue. The real gag is, Wendy, bitch, you supposed to told us what that dick was hitting for, bitch. If you gonna spill the tea, spill the tea. If you gonna piss off Tamika Smith, baby, tell us what all you was doing and how he did it. That's what we want to know, girl. Don't just give us a little surface tea. We want the details, bitch. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Bye.